All right, in the main event, we got Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Street Judas Masvidal. All right, so coming in this one, Usman, we already know 18-1, Masvidal 35-14. The number on this one, Masvidal is a plus 315 underdog with Usman coming up as the minus 400 favorite. Man, what can we say, man? We already seen this fight play out. Everybody wants to say it was on 6 days' notice. I'm not buying that narrative. I think Jorge was training that whole time. We've seen him with, we've seen Dustin Poirier's interviews where he was talking about him and Bo Nickel and getting him prepared for his training camp. I believe it was with Khabib at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure. But yeah, either way, the man was getting ready. We're wrestling with younger world champions. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if he's a world champion, but younger studs. You guys know what I mean. Bo Nickel's a stud, man. So he's out there wrestling with dudes, getting that stuff in, ready. What do you think about the fight?
I think it's going to be similar to the first fight. I do think Jorge is going to be in better shape. I do think he will be slightly more prepared for the fight. However, I don't see Usman giving him a shot at showing any of it. I think he's going to do much of the same. And much as what he does majority of his career, and that's pushing the dangerous guys up against the cage and trying to wrestle them out. Jorge, he has one path to victory, and that's knocking this man out, and that's the only way he's gonna win. And we have seen Usman get caught and wobbly as of late, so it is a possibility. But however, I'm heavily thinking that Usman is just gonna rinse and repeat as just go into a sixth round with this guy, and it's gonna get another decision win. Usman's 8-1. He has 18-1, and out of 18 of those wins, 8 of them are knockouts, 11 of them are decisions with only one submission. The man likes the judges' scorecards. He's obviously a fan of that. He does have some big wins. He did knock out Gilbert Burns. He did knock out Colby, which was a great fight. You beat Masvidal to a decision, T Wood to a decision, RDA, Maya, all decisions. And then when it comes to Masvidal, he got the fluke win against Nate that everybody knows about. He got the flying knee against Askren, big KO against Till. Before that, he lost a split to Maya. He lost to Wonder Boy. But the one thing about Jorge is he does bring it. He does try to kill you, and that's one thing I can respect about the man. However, I just don't see it happening for him this fight.
Yeah, he brings it every time. That's never going to be a question with Gamebred. He brings it every time. And in the last fight, man, when he was swinging, I'm pretty sure everybody that had money on him was hoping and made it seem like he was looking like he had a chance. But going into this one, man, I think it's going to be the same thing. Like Mark said, it's going to be rinse and repeat. The only thing we can take away from Usman is in his last fight, he did try something new with that pull counter he hit Gilbert with, which was beautiful. Hit him with that pull counter. That's not something you've seen Kamaru do at all. So if he is taking this disrespectful as he's saying he is, I don't buy that shit no more. Because ever since Carlos Condit ruined it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah.
We don't buy that shit no more. So he's going to go in there and just get that easy money. He's going to put him up against the cage.
He's going to clock in and clock out.
Exactly. If he does, for any decision, decide to try to stand with Masvidal, that's when shit's going to get shaky, man. He will get pieced up. He is not the slicker striker. He is not the slicker counter striker at all. Slicker kicker. Nothing.
The only thing slicker he may be in is foot stomps when it comes to striking, and that's about it. He's going to try to. He better not try to do that again and double his strikes up like he did last time against Jorge. And it's just ridiculous. But I do see a lot of the same with it. I don't think he wants to stand with Jorge, and I do think he's going to try to take him down, wear him out, and just let him know, hey, I'm going to man you anywhere we go in the fight.
Now, he does have Trevor Whitman in his corner for this fight. I believe in his last fight, if I'm not mistaken, he did have Henry Hoof. So it is going to be a little bit of a different style. So we'll see if having Trevor in his corner is going to be a detriment to him, Maybe he thinks his hands are too good and he tries to go in there and stand with Masvidal, which could be bad, man. If for any reason he tries to go out there and stand from him, it's not going to be a good decision.
Yeah, he could catch a heater and get dropped. I mean, Burns had him wobbly. Burns had him on Queer Street, and almost took him there. So, yeah, I mean, again, that's Jorge's only path to victory in my eyes, is just getting that big flash knockout, that highlight reel that he's known for. Outside of that, man, it's just going to be, 10 rounds straight now of Usman just beating Masvidal. And that's what's going to happen. Masvidal is going to, drop down again. He still has some fights that are interesting for Masvidal if he does lose this fight. He does got that Nate rematch. That's a possibility. Also, the Colby fight is something everybody's interested in. I would like to see Jorge pull it off. Don't get me wrong. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see Masvidal finishing him, but I don't also see Kamaru finishing Masvidal either.
Right.
So, if you wanted to play this fight anyway, man, go ahead and play that over.
That has to be the pick.
That over's, it's juiced. It's minus 185, but, that's going to have the best
odds.
That's that best number on that fight. You can always try to do a first-round knockout Masvidal. I think I've seen it floating around plus 1,200 first-round knockout, which isn't bad for a stab, but realistically, man, I wouldn't play it.
Over's the way to go.
Over on this fight. We know Masvidal has got a chin, man. We've seen him take a spinning heel kick against Rustam Khabilov, right dead center in the face and get up like it was nothing. Get striked to pieces by Wonder Boy and not even hit the floor. Although Chiesa did drop him one time, and we just don't speak of that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and ride with the over on this one, man. I would definitely put Kamaru possibly in a parlay as an anchor too. So you might see a Kamaru, Valentina, and Randy Brown. Might even throw Uriah in there as well. You might see one of those parlays coming soon. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for that fight. But as far as props go, man, I'm really digging Uriah Hall third round knockout on Chris Weidman. If you want to just pull it up really quick, I'll tell you what that number is.
For that main event, my pick is Usman. If I am going to take a pick like you said, it has to be the over. That's the best bet on there. Prop bets, I couldn't agree with you more on that one. Uriah Hall knockout, is definitely the best way to go as far as props.
Yeah, so we got Uriah Hall third round KO. I'm sitting at plus 850 right now. You can get him in any of the first round plus 650, second round plus 750. Man, either of those numbers look sweet, man. Just sprinkle a little something on either of those. I think it's hitting. If it doesn't hit, what are we saying? That Weidman stood up for 15 minutes with them and didn't get knocked out? Or are we saying that Weidman laid on him for 15 minutes?
Right. For me, if I'm gonna have to do one parlay, I would probably gonna go with Rude Boy Randy Brown, Uriah Hall, and I'll probably throw in Jimmy Crude on there, and I would probably roll with those three. That would be my parlay of the night for you.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some good ones. You could definitely mix them around. Like me and Mark were saying earlier, we're definitely heavy on our favoriting Carnelossi. Can't wait for that fight.
Love that fight.
That under, man, it's just got to hit. I don't see it any other way. That Molina fight, man, that's going to be a banger. I can't wait for that fight. That's probably one of the most interesting. One of the ones I'm most interested for. Ari, how do you say his name again? Kolingar or Ari Klang or
Archie Lang.
Archie Lang.
Yeah,
there you go. Archie Lang, man. Yeah, that fight, man, I can't wait for it. That's going to be a great one. Yeah, man, there's a lot of ways you can do it. I think a lot of these overs in the later card is going to be hitting, but a lot of these unders in the prelim are going to hit. I have a big feeling about that. But yeah, man, hopefully we all make some good money. I'm throwing Randy Brown for sure. Valentina and Kamaru pretty much in everything, and then I'm gonna just Mitch Max up the card and see how we go.
It's gonna be some great fights. Finally, we got a pay-per-view back with the fans in there. Excited to see it. A lot of money to be made. Thanks for listening to High Stakes MMA. We are going to have much more content coming to you in the future cards. It's just the first one kicking it off. Rough draft. We got a lot of work to do, but good start. So we're just thanks for listening. And we'll be back next week for some more for you.